And welcome, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Our Lady Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here with you as we have day 2 of the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network, as we have game number 1 coming up here, and it should be a good one. Wayland Baptist out of the Sooner Athletic Conference, defending Sooner Athletic Conference regular season and tournament champion, and postseason appearance last year in the opening round, taking on Evangel, 20th ranked team in the country. Evangel out of the Heart of America Athletic Conference in Springfield, Missouri, a finalist in the Heart of America Conference regular season and Heart of America Conference tournament runner-ups last year, and made it to the NAIA National Championship Pool E. Two different stories here today with these two clubs. Wayland Baptist yesterday coming in, getting both victories, 2-0 now on the season. They are the only team here in this Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Saints Classic who have not lost a set, have won all 6. Wayland Baptist 1-1 yesterday as they got a first victory, 3-1 over Tennessee Wesleyan, and then lost a tough 5-set matchup with Our Lady Lake University, which was a rematch of last year's national championship tournament round 1. And a tough one there for them in 5 sets last night to end the first day. Second day, new start for Evangel, hoping, and Wayland Baptist hoping that things stay the way they are. We got 2 great players on these teams. We have a lot of great players on these teams, some to look out for. As Kinsinger for Evangel has just been a power at the net. But you have seen the team kind of struggle when she's not on the floor. But when she's out there, she is a force to reckon with. On the other side for Wayland Baptist, we have out there Mallory Ellis, who has been strong at the net, coming forward and getting some kills as we get ready for things to go now. As a freshman, Moore starts off there. Over the top there, Wood comes. Set forward, goes back over to Gom. Ellis there for it. As Broly sends it back over now for Wayland. Back around is Fogate there for Evangel. Gets it down there, the first point, as Evangel's on the board first. One nothing here in set number 1. As we have the score off a little bit there, as we'll make a change for that as we got that backwards, and we'll adjust that for you. 1-1, we're all tied up here. Rakui gets it over there, back over there, and there's Kinsinger. And that's going to be into the net there by Ellis, and a point for Evangel, 2-1. As Justice check it in, and Lander check it in for Evangel. Look down there, point. Wayland Baptist able to answer there, gets it to tie it up at 2. Out of the point there. That's 3-2 now. Wayland Baptist coming back and taking the lead here. Set up there at the net. Kinsinger able to get it over there. We're going to be tied up at 3 now. Jackie Fugate to serve now for Evangel. Lander sitting that up over the net. Set at the net, sit back over as Garrett. Ramos will set forward. Ellis back. Nice dig there to get that alive. Good seeing here alive. Now set up at the net, sent off to the side, and Justice there for that one. Garrett again there at the net. Kept back alive. Nice rally going here. Garrett again strong. Ramos. Set across over to Wood. Wood tries to get it. Now Justice there to save it. Set up on the side over to Lander. Lander's going to be long at a point for Wayland Baptist. And Wayland Baptist will grab that 4-3 lead. Wood now with the serve. Justice sets up. Pinsinger will send it back towards the corner. Wood diving for it. Can't be able to bring it down. We're going to even up things now at 2. Or at 4, I'm sorry. Dutton Moss to serve now. The senior out of Rogersville, Missouri, will send that over. Ramos there to pick it up. And that's sent over, and that's going to be wide. The power hit there coming from Epley. And the point there for Evangel. And Evangel with a 5-4 advantage now here in this first set. First match of the day. As Ramos now setting up. They're just over the net. It's going to land out at a point for Evangel. And 6-4 now the lead. Back to serve again. Set up high at the net. Ellis coming. Ramos. Again, Ellis will send that one back. Dustin Moss there. Garrett sending back towards the net. And it's going to fall underneath. It finds its way over. As Lander there keeping it alive. Now Justice Garrett will just try and force it back now over. Be back on the far side. Ellis goes again and gets it down there and finds the point for Wayland Baptist, ending the run for Evangel. It's now ready for the serve. Up and over. And down. As Heather Gobb now coming into the match here. Jordan Stacy to serve, the freshman from Fairgrove, Missouri. Sends it up and over. The goalie there. Ellis sent back there from the net. Comes back around over to Epley. Cross now. Gobb tries to get over there. Ramos keeping it alive there with a nice dig. Ellis puts it over. Some movement there, and the freshman Moore gets that one down at the point. And 8-5 the score in favor of Evangel. Up and over. Moore trying to find the corner. We'll find it outside the line there and a point. As Ramos serving. And the service error. 9-6 the score now in favor of Evangel. Michaela Stevens, freshman from Nixa, Missouri, the serve. Ellis back there finds right inside the back line and a point for Wayland Baptist. Alex Wood has checked in. And Mallory Ellis, the sophomore from Brownfield, Texas, to serve for the Pioneers. and that'll be a service error. And a 3-point advantage again for Evangel. Freshman now serving. Sandy Moore out of Muskego, Wisconsin, and that'll be back-to-back service errors. And now Schwab has checked in. And Rihanna Rakruki, sorry about that. Is there the serve at forward. And Gensinger able to find over the defenders there. And a 3-point advantage again for Evangel. Gensinger with her 3rd kill now of the match here. Justice's serve there. Schwab gets it over. Nicely kept alive. Justice there. Again there for Fugate. And Kinsinger sends it back over. Ramos there nicely keeping it alive. Now Wood there at the net. Off the defenders and hits the floor, and a point for Wayland Baptist, who draws back to within 2. And the point there. And Wayland now draws to within 1. And now the serve. Back here for Sherratt. And that's going to be a service ace. And we are tied up at 11. Wayland Baptist has clawed their way back to tie it here at 11 here in the first set. Sherratt comes over with it. Justice setting up across over to Lander. Lander's shot is sent back down and in, and a point, and the lead for Wayland Baptist. First lead since 4-3. Sherratt again to serve. Justice sends it up high there towards the middle. Fugate gets there. Rakruki sends it over, and that's going to be down underneath. And a point for Wayland Baptist, and they're on a run of 5 in a row. And their lead is 2, their largest of the match. Sherratt up and over. Justice back around. Kinsinger is going to be sent back down, another point. And it's going to be a timeout called by Evangel. Wayland Baptist with a 14-11 lead here in set number 1. We'll take a break. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of Lake University. And Sherratt still serving. Now a 3-point lead. 6 in a row now for Wayland Baptist. Justice sends it up. And there, kind of a confusion is both Fugate and Lander there with that ball, with that getting the hit there. Now Fugate sends it again. Wood, they're at the top of the net there. kind of trying to get it over there was Lander trying to get it over, and that's going to be a point now for Wayland Baptist, another one. As the run continues, as it's now a 4-point advantage for Wayland Baptist. And so the run will end there. Forget with the serve. Wood will send that wide, and a point there for Evangel. Evangel will draw back to within 2 now. Ramos. As Epley's shot there and trying to return it. It's got a good chance here. If we get able to give it over. At the net, and going to be hit twice by Epley. And the point for Evangel, and Evangel back to within 1 now. As Fugate to serve again. Jackie Fugate, a senior from Ozark, Missouri. They're at the net and not able to get it. We're tied. As miss hit there at the net there by Rakruki. That'll be a point, and Evangel back on top now at 16-15. Fugate, the serve now. Rihanna sends it over. That's going to be there off the defender at the net, and a point for Wayland Baptist, and we're tied again. Teams going back and forth with one another here. And Alex Wood now. To serve it. Justice setting up the back there over the ladder. That's going to go find its way on the floor, and a point for Evangel. And Evangel with a 1-point advantage here in set number 1. Lander, her second kill. Schwab sending it, and a lot of power there on the shot by Schwab. And not able to handle it was the libero, Dunton Moss. And a point for Wayland Baptist to tie it up again. Trading points, these two are right now. Broly's serve is over. They're diving for it as Wood. Wood couldn't get there, and it's going to be a point for Evangel now. 18-17 the score here, set number 1. As Gom is checked in. Jordan Stacy to serve. Serve up and over. Sent back there at the net, blown up at the net by Garrett. And a point for Evangel, and their lead is up to 2 now at 19-17. Jordan Stacy to serve again. Freshman from Fairgrove, Missouri. Ramos there for it. Back, it's going to be wide. Another point, a run going on now here for Evangel as they have a 3-point advantage. And a timeout call by Wayland Baptist. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio, the jewel of the west side, as game one of matches today. And Evangel with a 20-17 lead over Wayland Baptist here in set number one. Still serving. Ellis sends it back. Nicely dug up there. Gets it around over to Garrett. Garrett will send it, and it will be long just past the line. And the run ends for Evangel. And Wayland Baptist gets the point, and we'll draw within two now. Set number one, very entertaining set. As Ramos coming with the serve, we'll send it over. Set up back as Garrett, and not able to make the return on the shot there from Garrett, as Elizabeth Paroli sending that out wide, and a point for Evangel, and Evangel's lead is at 3 again. So Wayland Baptist in danger of losing their first set here of this Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Saints Classic. Paroli. That's sent back by Sherratt. Fugate shot there. Back at the net. Fugate puts it down, and a point for Evangel, and their lead is at 4. As they inch closer and closer to winning this first set. Michaela Stevens, and it's going to be a called timeout there as coach for Wayland Baptist wants to talk things over with his group, and we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. As welcome back there as audio issue there fixed. As it's gotten exciting, went from 24-18 now to 24-22. Evangel thought they had the set. As Moore came down with a shot, but a violation called, and it kept Wayland Baptist alive. And now Wayland Baptist on a run here, trying to keep it going here. Wayland Baptist has not lost a set here in this classic yet. Evangel's trying to help him lose one. Fugay gets it over there. Nice dig there from Ramos. Now Ramos will send it back over. Up across over to Fugay. And that'll do it. And the first set now goes to Evangel, 25-22. And they lead 1-0. We'll switch sides, and we'll be back in a moment. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University. First set goes to Evangel, 25-22 over Wayland Baptist. They lead 1-0. In that first set, 13 kills for Evangel, 11 for Wayland Baptist. Attack percentage in favor of Wayland Baptist, 154-116. Assists, 12 for Evangel, 11 for Wayland Baptist. The digs, Wayland Baptist 21-20. Aces, all even at 2. And just like that first set, all the stats are pretty close. Second set to start here in just a moment, as Ellis will start things off serving for Wayland Baptist, as Wayland Baptist trying to bounce back from that, losing their first set of the season. Up and over. That's that over the side there, and that's going to be picked up by Ramos. Goalie there, and now a good shot there. As Paroli tried to dig it in, it's going to be 4 hits and a point for Evangel, and they lead 1-0 now to start off the second set. And Justice will serve now. Almost there. Baroli sets up there. Sherrod mistimes the jump and going to be a point. And so the mistake there gives Evangel a 2-0 lead here in set number 2. And there, some troubles. They're able to get it over there by Ramos. Justice sets up on the side to Frigate. Ramos, nice dig, another one there. And there, that's going to be popped over there by Sherrod. And Wayland Baptist on the board now, trailing 2-1 to Evangel in set number 2. Roki checks in. Schwab is in also for Wayland Baptist at the net. Roki serve. And that's going to be a service. No, it's going to be in. It's going to be an ace as it just catches the line there and a point, and we're tied up now at 2. Roki to serve again. Set up there, and Kinsinger with that power, able to put it down and give Evangel the lead. Kinsinger, just her 4th kill of the match. It's been a little quiet there. Roki sends over to Wood. Wood there, blown up at the net by Kinsinger. And it's a 4-2 Evangel lead here in set number 2. Ramos. Roki sends it across now over to Wood. And their Lander's shot is sent back. And there Garrett. Ramos. Roki up over to Ellis. Ellis over the top. Now it's going to be set back over to Garrett. Roki. And there's Sherrod into the net, and that's going to be 4 hits. And the point for Evangel. And it's a 3-point advantage now. That's a couple of times here that Sherrod has gone into the net there. There, Garrett sends it back. Ellis, Baruki, Sherrod. They're off the fingertips of Frigate. And a point for Wayland Baptist. Back to within 2. Curious to see how Wayland Baptist responds here in the second set after losing that first one. Sherrod to serve. It comes just over the net and finds its way over, and a point for Wayland Baptist, and they're to within 1. Sherrod had a little look on her face as she looked over to Ellis as if to say, yeah, that's what he was supposed to do. Justice. Kinsinger there, nicely dug up by Sherrod. Cross over to Wood. Wood down and gets it, and a point, and we are tied at 5. The top there, and Ellis. Sherrod will just send it over. And that's her at the net, kept alive there. Roki to Ellis. Justice back over to Lander. Up again. Wood over the top of the defenders. And Garrett back. And there, as Garrett just sending it back deep, and Ellis sending it forward, but nobody was there to help out. So the point there for Evangel, and they'll take the lead back at 6-5. Wood. Now forward over the Lander. Lander's over the top. Ramos. Rookie in there. Just punched over by Epley. At a point, Wayland Baptist were tied at 6. So Alex Wood to serve here. Over the top, Ramos. Rookie now setting up there over to Schwab. Lander over, and Wood tried to get over to it. Can't get a clean hit, and a point for Evangel. Taking the lead back 7-6. Gom and Stacy check it in. Stacy to serve for Evangel. Set up there. And Epley has come in and made some big plays and got some good points for Wayland. That's going to be her 4th kill now. As Biroli to serve, the junior from Brazil. Up and over. Set up there for Moore. Paroli nicely dug up, puts it down over. Nice dig. Sent back. It's going to find the corner as Edmond finds the corner, and a point for Wayland Baptist, and they've taken the lead, or back now at 8-7. Paroli to serve again. That's up there. Nicely kept alive there as Garrett sends it over. Ramos now set up there as Epley. Back around over to Gom. Gom over the top of the defenders. Edmond had a hand on it, but it's going to fall, hit the court, and we're going to be tied at 8. And Steven in to serve for Evangel. Ellis sends it back over. Now across the side, sent over by Frugate, and a point down for Evangel. And they'll claim the lead back again at 9-8. Here in set number 2. Evangel leading 1-0 over Wayland Baptist. Brendan sending. Now try to keep it alive there. Gom can't, and a point for Wayland. Rosana Ramos, the serve. Senior from Catano, Puerto Rico. Ramos, nice dig there, but it's going to be down and into the point going to Evangel.
Number 11, Sandy Moore, serving.
Sandy Moore, the freshman, serving. Ramos, Paroli, and Ellis sends it back. Up there high at the net. Here comes Fogate. And just Sherrod mistimes the jump and goes over. And a point for Evangel. 2-point lead. Paroli. And going to be a timeout as the point comes down for Evangel. And we'll take a timeout as well. 12-9, Evangel with the lead. They lead 1-0. You're watching Hotel Indigo at the Alamo. inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic hosted by Our Lady of Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back. Evangel with a 3-point advantage over Wayland Baptist here in the second set. Paroli now setting up for Sherrod. Two Gates shot is over. Send back Inman off of Moore, and a point for Wayland Baptist, and they're trailed by 2. Ellis to serve. Wood checks back in. She'll be at the net. Set up to Gom. Sent back down, though. Brigade over. Ellis now sets up again. Inman into the net, and a point for Evangel. She mishit that one. Inman, a junior from Los Lunas, New Mexico. Ramos, Paroli sets up for Wood over the top. Nicely dug up. Now sent over by Kinsinger. Wood trying to put it down again there. Nicely there by Justice. Ramos back deep. Justice setting up over for Brigade, and that's going to be in, and a point for Wayland Baptist. And now the Pioneers back to within 2 of the Crusaders. So Rakruki sends it over. And Schwab there at the net, trying to keep it alive. One last shot. They won't be able to send it back, despite the effort there of Allie Dutton-Moss, a senior from Rogersville, Missouri, and the point to Wayland Baptist, and they draw back to within 1 now. And that's going to be a service error. And the point there, and a 2-point advantage now for Evangel. Brigade to serve now. Senior from Ozark. Justice sets up. And Garrett is long, actually touched, and a point. Defender got a finger on it, so the point goes to Evangel. 15-12 now in set number 2. Wood over. Now it's going to be set up. Cross. And that's going to be point for Wayland Baptist as it goes off Kinsinger. And Wayland Baptist back to within 2 here. First match of the day, first of 5. Next one coming up at around 11 o'clock. Evangel will be back on the court. It'll be a 45-minute break between as they'll be back on to take on Xavier of Louisiana. And that's going to be a point there for Wayland Baptist. And they're back to within 1 now. 1 o'clock game. Xavier, they'll play back-to-back. Xavier takes on Tennessee Wesleyan. 3 o'clock, Wayland Baptist and Our Lady of Lake University. And then at 5, Tennessee Wesleyan and Our Lady of Lake to end the day. And the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Saints Classic as well. Schwab sends that over. Justice over to Garrett. And unable to dig it up is Ellis, and a point for Evangel. Evangel trying to keep that cushion. Just 2 points at the moment. That blue there, and Justice tried to get the dig, won't get it. Point for Evangel. For Wayland Baptist. They're back to with one of Evangel. Wood to serve. Justice back. That's kept up there. Ramos. Schwab will send it down. Justice digs it up. Out over to Lander. Over the top. And trying to get it. Won't go. And a point for Evangel. That lead back to 2. Stacy in to serve. Gone back in. It's Gom, Garrett, and Moore at the net for Evangel. Ramos Wood just punching it over. Stacy sets it up, and Moore, the freshman, will find the floor, and a point for Evangel, and their lead is up to 3. Just a little housekeeping taking place there, getting some of the sweat off the floor. 18-15 to score. 1-0 lead for Evangel. Stacy still serving. Evangel, 20th ranked team in the country. Made it to pool play last year in the NAIA National Tournament. For the 5, and that's going to be down, and a point for Evangel. The 4-point lead. Ellis. Schwab over the top. Stacy, there's Garrett. Nicely dug up there by Ramos. Wood sent back down and blown up at the net by Moore. And the freshman is stepping up here. Ellis sends it back, kept alive. Garrett back again, Ramos. Tried to sneak it over, nice one. McCrokey did a great job of getting that one over there and ending the run there. It's a 4-point advantage. Wayland Baptist out of Plainview, Texas. Defending Sooner Athletic Conference regular season and postseason champions. NAIA tournament first round for them last year. And that's going to be a service ace. And they draw to within 3. Four of the 5 teams in this classic were in the NAIA tournament last year. Moore kind of misjudging that one and comes off a little bit and won't be able to get it over. And the point for Wayland Baptist and a timeout for Evangel. Wayland Baptist making a run, trailing by 2 here in the second set. Also trailing 1-0. You are watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium here on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio, the jewel of the west side, Our Lady of the Lake University. Hosting the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Saints Classic. And right now we have a good one between Wayland Baptist and Evangel. Evangel with a 2-point advantage there. Now Moore sends it down. The freshman gets her 4th kill of the match and gives Evangel a 3-point advantage over Wayland Baptist here. And a timeout on the court. And we'll take one more timeout as well. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Inaugural Saints Classic on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back. Evangel serving with a 4-point lead. Baroli. Edmond sends it over. That's sent over by Steven. Baroli sets up Epley. Back again. There goes Gom. Nice defense at the net there, and that one's kept alive there by Ramos. And Ellis's shot will be long, and it's a 5-point lead. (23-18) the score here. 5-point advantage. 1-0 lead Evangel. Steven to serve here again. Trying to bring her team to a second set victory here. And go up 2-0. And Wayland needs to do some work here. Quickly. Set up again there. The gate there, and that's how you start it. Trail by 4 now. As Wayland will need to play near perfect the remainder of the set. They want to come back and even this up. Ramos to serve. Sets up at the net. Moore set back down. Again, sets up now. Fugate over the top. Dug up by Ellis. Back over to Edmond. Long and a point. And that's going to be set point for Evangel. And Moore will serve. Baroli sets up Edmond, sends it around. Moore there, keeps it alive. Put back over to Gom. Gom shot there, that's going to do it. And set number 2 is going to go to Evangel, 25-19. They lead 2-0. We'll switch sides again. And Wayland Baptist will try and claw their way back into this one, trailing 2-0. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back to Maybe Gymnasium here for the third set here in the first game of today's portion of the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic hosted by Our Lady of Lake University. As Wayland Baptist finds himself down 2-0 after not losing a set yesterday. Here against Evangel, who's trying to bounce back from being upset yesterday in 5 sets by host Our Lady of the Lake University. And coming up 45 minutes after this one, Evangel, quick turnaround. They're taking on Xavier University of Louisiana. As Moore start things off for Evangel here in this third set. Paroli, Ramos sends it back deep. At the net, sent down at the first point. Picked up there as Stroman able to put that in for Wayland Baptist, and they lead 1-0. Rookie, the serve now. That's up. That's going to be a whistle. There's 2 touches on it. And a point for Evangel as they will even it up. Lander and Justice checks in. Justice will serve for Evangel. Down there as Gerard shot is sent back and a point for Evangel, and they're up 2-1. This third set. Up on the side there. That's going to be sent back at the net by Kinsinger. And 3-1, Evangel with the lead. Justice preparing to serve here. Ramos. Rookie there, and there's Sherratt, nicely dug up by Justice. Now over. Ramos. To Wood, and that one, Justice can't dig up that one. And it's a point for Wayland, and they draw to within 1 now, trailing 3-2 in set number 3.
And Chris Edley in for Wayland.
Sherratt to serve. Justice sets up for Kinsinger. Kinsinger again there at the net. And again, that one's put over and a point. And a violation there and a point for Evangel. I think it might have been a little late call there. So it looked like Epley had kind of caught it with her elbows almost and then kind of lifted up. Ramos. Wood. Set back down by Lander. Justice sneaking it over. Rookie there now. Ramos to Ellis up the middle. It's across Garrett. Schwab. Justice sets up again for Garrett. Garrett and dug up by Ellis. Not quite. It's going to go under the net and a point for Evangel, and they lead now by 3. Fulgate to come in, and Inman is checked in for Wayland Baptist. Edmond gets the point.
Now serving 14, Alex Wood.
As Alex Wood now to serve for Wayland Baptist. They trail by 2 here in this third set, trailing 2-0. And that's going to be 2 touches there. And the point to Wayland Baptist as they now draw to within 1 of Evangel here. Wood serves. Justice sets up to Garrett. Garrett tries to put it down. It's going to be in on the line. Point for Evangel, and their lead is back up to 2. Dutton Moss to come in to serve. A rookie back over to Inman. Switching hands to send that over. Justice over. Garrett. Dug up nice for rookie. Garrett over the top. Ellis. Ramos now sets up for Inman. Inman dug up by Justice. And double touch there and a point for Wayland Baptist. Back to within 1. Paroli to serve now. Justice. That's down, and that's nicely dug up. Salman there. Fugate gets it over. Ellis can't keep it alive as it goes near the antenna. And the point for Evangel. And a 2-point advantage.
Jordan Stacy. Jordan to serve.
And that's sent back and wide at a point for Wayland Baptist. There's a hard deflection there off the defenders at the net. Sends it across the court wide. Now Ramos. Garrett sends it back deep. As Sherrod shot comes back. Ramos over. Garrett. And to the net and a point. And we're tied. As Wayland Baptist prepares to serve here. As Ramos to serve. And Moore able to get that one down. Sandy Moore getting that one, and she now has 6 kills in the match and gives Evangel the lead back again at 8-7. Paroli. Ellis sends it down. That's going to be 4 points. And we're tied at 8. Ellis to serve. And a service error will give Evangel the lead again. So Moore to serve for the Crusaders. And that's going to be a service error back the other way. So teams trading service errors there. Rookie to serve. Gom. Rookie sets. And that's going to be sit down. The shot by Wood. Ellis just getting it over. Now set up the back to Gom. Gom's going to be wide and a point. Wayland Baptist taking the lead, 10-9. At the net. It's 2 touches there and a point for Wayland Baptist. Their lead is at 2 here. The gate there as Ramos just slaps it over. And that's going to be a point. 2 touches, and Wayland Baptist now finds himself with a 3-point lead and a timeout called by Evangel. Wayland Baptist leading it 12-9 here in the third set, trailing 2-0 to Evangel. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Saints inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back. Wayland Baptist 12-9 lead over Evangel here in the third set. Evangel leading the match 2-0. And Kinsinger sends that one over. 5th kill now for Kinsinger. And draws Evangel back to within 2 here. As Justice to serve. And up and over. Rookie across over to Wood. Wood set back down, but it's out and a point. No. Into the net, they're saying, and a point for Evangel. And so the point goes to Evangel, and they will trail now 12-11. Just a serve there. Okay, there's Inman. Nicely dug back, but goes back over, and it's going to be wide and point for Wayland Baptist. A lot of power on that one. And all Dutton Moss could do is just try and keep it in. Couldn't quite. So a 2-point lead now for Wayland Baptist as Sherratt to serve. And they've had some success with her serving today. Justice. Gate. Rookie sends it forward over to Wood. Wood across. Dutton Moss now. Justice a ground over to Brigade. Sends it back. Ellis trying to keep it alive. Rookie sends it well over. Justice now sets up for Kinsinger, who just hasn't used a lot of power. A lot of little drop-type shots coming from her today. Ellis now sends it long and a point for Evangel. So 13-12 now. Evangel trailing Wayland Baptist here in this third set. Mr. Gate trying to serve and see if she can get the Crusaders even up with the Pioneers here. And she will with the service ace. We're all knotted up at 13. So Brigade to serve. Back. And a hard dig and nicely put over by Garrett as Dutton Moss just kind of off the shoulder. She's got a nice red mark to show for it too there. Right to Garrett, who's able to put it down, and Evangel reclaims the lead now at 14-13. Wood over the top. Back again, Garrett again. That's going to be in on the corner. It's been a set of runs here, and now Evangel is on one. And they've scored 4 in a row here. Try to sneak it over. Kinsinger sent it right back. They're blocked down again. Ellis trying to keep it alive. Ramos will send it over. Cross Kinsinger. There's the power of Kinsinger, and she got it. 6 kills now for Kinsinger. And that's 5 in a row now on the run for Evangel. And a timeout called by Wayland Baptist. We'll take a timeout as well as Evangel trying to close it out with a 3-point lead, 16-13 here in the third set, leading 2-0. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back to Maybe Gymnasium on the campus of Our Lady of Lake University as we're in the third set. Evangel has scored the last 5 points here on a run here as they've taken the lead back from Wayland Baptist, leading 16-13. Now set up Kinsinger again, puts it down low. Put back, though, by Epling. Set up again now. There goes Landing. Rookie tried to sneak it over, caught the net, though. Now back around. Garrett there, hard off of Haruki. Ellis over the top, lets it go. Out point Evangel. Six in a row now for the Crusaders. And a 4-point advantage. Haruki. And that's sent back down, and a point for Evangel. Blown up there by Kinsinger. And a 5-point lead now for the Crusaders, as it is starting to get dire for Wayland Baptist. Able to get it. Kinsinger there, but nicely blocked back down as Schwab puts it down. And maybe that'll give some momentum to the Pioneers to help them get back into this third set. And see about getting back in this match. That's Wood with the serve. Sets up over to Garrett. And that's going to be long and a point for Wayland Baptist. As it's now the lead down to 3. Wood serving. Up. Ramos. And that's sent back down by Kinsinger, but kept alive by Wayland Baptist. Landing, sent back down. Garrett sent over. Ramos. Haruki sets up there for Epling. Epling will send it back again. Dunson Moss with a nice dig. Over to Garrett, sent down at a point. Wayland Baptist. And they're on a run of their own here. 3 in a row now. As they've got back to within 2 Ramos digs that up nicely. Ellis over the top. Justice. Okay. Baruki back over to Schwab. Schwab into the net and a point for Evangel. And the run ends. 3-point lead for Evangel here in the third set. As Dutton Moss, the serve. Ellis, a little difficulty with it, but Ramos there. Now Ellis will send it back deep. To the top over to Garrett, and Garrett slams that one down, and it's now a 4-point lead for Evangel. Garrett with her 12th kill now of the match. Ellis. Garrett just slaps it back over on the line. Garrett just out of reaction just put her hands up and hits the ball back over, and it gets onto the line, and a point for Evangel, and the lead is 5. And a timeout for Wayland Baptist as it is getting near the end here, it looks like, unless Wayland Baptist can do something to turn it around as they trail 21-15 here in the third set to Evangel. Trailing 2-0. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back. 21-16, Evangel with the lead over Wayland Baptist. And Lander's shot there, rookie. Now that just needs to be sent over by Ramos, and it is. Set up again there. It's more. And that's going to do it, another point. And it's a 6-point advantage now for Evangel. As Dutton Moss, the libero, about to serve again here. Ramos now back to Inman. Dug up there by Justice. Garrett will send it, and it's going to be blown up at the net there by Epley. And a point for Wayland Baptist. As Paroli now to serve. And that's going to be down at a point for Evangel. 23-17, 6-point advantage now. Send over. Bogate. Over to Gom. Ellis, and a collision there between Ellis there. And now Moore gets it down, and that's going to be match point for Evangel. So Wayland Baptist, who did not lose a set yesterday, is on the verge of being swept in this one. Now set up over to Garrett. And that's down, and that'll do it. And Evangel will take it 25-17 and win 3-0. Winning the first set 25-22, 25-19 in the second, and 24-17 in the third. So the stats to look at: Evangel 39 kills to 30 over Wayland Baptist. Attack percentage 156 for Evangel, 058 for Wayland Baptist. Assists 34-28 in favor of Evangel. Diggs 78-77 at the slight edge for Wayland Baptist. and the Aces 6-3 in favor of Wayland Baptist. Big match, 14 kills for Garrett, along with 5 digs there in this one to help her team get the victory. They're now 2-1 on the season. Wayland Baptist will drop to 2-1. Well, we'll take a break as we will be back for the next matchup here maybe in about half an hour or so as Evangel will hit the court again to take on Xavier University of Louisiana out of New Orleans here in a bit. You've been watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic hosted by the Our Lady Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network.